Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we are starting 68 stars of difficulty, so our 69th or 68th time through the game, and we will be working on that 69 stars, that alleged, elucid, whatever you want to call it, number, and so we will be there shortly, so today we are going to be running the Transfusion um, uh, mod as we go through here, because there are a whole bunch of different codes and gifts, and as you can see down in the bottom right corner there, we do indeed have a new gift there that we have not seen before. Also, we are running a blood code that we've not seen before called Tantalus, and we've got a new gift that we've not seen before also called Tribute of Blood and Light Heart. So this is going to be very interesting, because I've already noticed loading up some of this that there's like a bug going on here with this guy. So if we choose anything, we've got 3317, and if we choose Tribute of Blood, you'll notice that it goes up to 3980. And then if we keep hovering over it, it continues to increase our health even more again. So it's not as if it has already calculated and said what it needs to be doing. But if you'll notice here, we have 10 ichor. If we collect anything else here, we get 20. So this is a minus 10 to our ichor, to both our max top amount and our active amount. So as you can see there, it took us down to 3980, and then it went back to 3317 when we switched another one. So it's like, see, it's thinking, and then if I move over another one, it goes down. So this Tribute of Blood is a little bit bugged here along the way, and so it's kind of like sacrificial blood for everything in the game here. So this is kind of an interesting one overall. So if we look at how this operates with Field of Thirst, we have an A+, we'll have an S from this guy. So let's go ahead and switch out with Mia here, and let's head on over here, and currently we can use a couple of things here, and so it operates like normal there, and it's exactly like supernatural blood, in the event that it actually has the glitch. And so this can operate with literally any blood code in the game now. So we will be exploring the brokenness of how this guy operates, and the cool thing is it's way better than supernatural blood, because it increases your health value as well. So just to kind of like break the game here early, if we pick something like this here with Weimer, I know you're all going to be triggered on that name, but if we go like this, we're already up over 4,000 health, and then if we use this guy, we're up over 5,000 health, which is a little ridiculous. Obviously our gifts take a huge hit because of sturdy body here, but there are some absolutely bananas ways that you can get infinite ichor now with this guy, Field of Thirst. And so you can infinite ichor your way to your heart's content. Here with this mod, it's probably the most broken mod you could possibly come across, just because of this one gift here that we can take it. I believe it's from, whoops, yeah, or no, Tribute of Blood, there we go, from Queen's Heart. So this is in the Karen area, in the cathedral. You find it there, and I believe Commit to Memory is a unique gift, if I remember right, if I can even find it, because all of this is fairly new to me, and like how these things are operating. I don't know which tab anything's in or where they would be. Oh, here's commit to memory. Oh, I guess it's not a unique gift. Reduces cooldown on gifts. Okay, so if we head back to Tantalus, and if we wanted to reduce cooldown, where was that? Here? Yeah, that might be worth it since it only has a 5-second reduction. So if we do that, that'll reduce cooldown on this guy. And so then we can do any of our gifts here that we want. So I guess we don't really need to heal our partner because it doesn't really matter. So let's put commit to memory here. Let's put bridge to glory here. And then let's put fourfold verdict here. So I have no idea how much this reduces our cooldown, but let's see here what it does. So let's go with this guy, and then this guy. Looks like it's like a 33% reduction in cooldown. So it's not completely horrible, but that might help us considerably here as we go through. So we do lose a little bit of our light value here. What was that called? Light heart. This one is a 15% increase to your light value. So that's kind of nice. There is one blood code that we are missing. We have Queen's Heart, we have Queen's Brain, and Tantalus, and we are missing Queen's Blood. So as we go through the game, we will be on the lookout for that one in particular. So you can see here that if we turn off our passives, this goes back to what it thinks is the base value, and then if we turn it back on, it grants us a second addition of that health, but it's not actually there. Now, if we wander on over to the spreadsheet here, I've put these in the spreadsheet, and I don't have Queen's Blood yet, so I can't fill out this form here as of yet. But you'll notice that Tantalus comes in at a 22.5 in my completely arbitrary scoring of all of these blood codes, and you'll notice that this is the highest blood code out of all of them. Ishtar is the highest at 22. You install this mod and you get something that's a 22.5. So right away already you know that this code is a little bit imbalanced. If we are looking at, you know, how everything else is balanced out here in the game. But I guess that's kind of the fun here that we can have, is that, you know, who cares about balance when we're at this point in the game. So we'll hop back into the game here. And so as we move along here, what we'll be running is we will be running poison, and basically be getting the enemies poisoned, specifically Oliver, and we are going to be bringing along regular Mia because we have pretty good dark value, and so she will give us a stack of blood-sucking blades, which will help increase our Ichor recovery. But at this point it really doesn't matter because we have Field of Thirst and Tribute of Blood, so we have infinite Ichor all the time. And you can notice here that our Ichor value of 10 is pretty pathetic, but that's completely fine. It won't matter in the least. So as we get going here, we will go for this, and we'll just buff up here a little bit. So this should be, you know, kind of standard, kind of normal, all things considered. And it's just things like this are going to be, you know, much more interesting with how these guys are going to be taken down. It's going to be quite the satisfying endeavor here, that we will have a goal here to get as many backstabs as possible to make sure that we are getting as much on that 40 I-core as possible before we get to the Oliver fight. So this is absolutely the first time that I am seeing this or messing with it or trying to understand anything about it. And so I loaded it before we ended our previous star, just to see what it would be and what it's like. And so here we are, kind of getting our first impressions and our first look at how this mod actually runs. You can see down in the description the link to the mod on Nexus Mods, and this is from Moonling, I believe is the name. So kind of interesting there in how all of this actually works out. And so as you see there, we are able to play literally any kind of build we want with infinite I-core, which is, you know, really, really nice that that's even possible. Oh, and Mia's killing things just a little bit too fast, and commit to memory seems to last for like 10 minutes. So this is going to be interesting. It's telling me that you do not want to heal at the missiles, because then you will take off the time scale there. So okay, let's just do this. Okay, we'll go for another backstab here. So Tantalus is looking to be probably one of the most overpowered codes in the game, specifically because of a lot of these reasons of how you can go about engaging with the enemy and such, and you're constantly able to you know, recover your I-core and kind of do whatever you want along the way here. So that's kind of neat. Typically that's not the case. And so what we're able to do here and what we're able to recover is very, very awesome indeed. Okay, I can't actually, you know, get this guy attacked here properly, so we'll go ahead and heal. But as you can see, commit to memory is still running strong here. So let's go for this, and then we'll go for some damage here. And of course our lightning balls are not doing the greatest here, just because they are pretty slow moving, but they will significantly help us versus the Oliver fight, which will be very, very nice. And Mia is just wrecking face on everything. So it looks like the cooldown is not that significant, but it does look like it is definitely faster. Like, I can feel that things are happening faster, and it's kind of interesting how that actually is operating. But it's interesting that that this idea of supernatural blood is basically always active with no real downside to it at all. Kind of interesting in that regard, just because typically when you use supernatural blood, you're locked into the Harmonia blood code, and so it is very like specific, and so you have to build kind of with that in mind, and based on what we're seeing here, it kind of doesn't matter, and so we're able to kind of just willy-nilly at will kind of do what we need to here. So kind of neat, kind of interesting, very, very different, that is absolutely for sure. So we'll use these to keep our
That's a marvelous find.
levels of heals up, while at the same time keeping our ichor levels at full full capacity here, so we don't have to keep going for those backstabs as we get to the Oliver fight. So we're back to 10, which is great. We'll go ahead and do the missiles anyways, just so that way they are here. And but we just won't heal at anything yet. Okay, and we'll go for a couple backstabs here as we get up around this corner. And as you can see, not Bridge to Glory, Gift Extension is up and almost ready to go again, and it does look like it is a 33% reduction in our cooldown times, which is a pretty healthy amount of active cooldown reduction. So I'm very, very happy with that. Very pleased with it. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, and we can kill a couple of these guys here pretty quickly. Okay, and this guy, Mia should be good with that guy over there, just because of the fact that this guy, this guy is pretty easy shot for regular Mia, and regular Mia has very, very accurate abilities here for how she shoots with her regular personality. When you run with White Mia has a problem shooting straight, and she typically shoots up more than she does straight, so kind of interesting there. But this mod will definitely take us places, very, very, very interesting places, and I think most of everything is going to center around Tribute of Blood, and it will just literally break the game, because you will be able to have infinite ichor pretty much whenever, wherever, as long as you can have an S in willpower, which that is kind of a gating mechanic, but it's not as... Thanks, Mia. It's not as gating as you might actually think it to be. So keep that in mind. You might think that, oh well, yeah, you know, it definitely is a serious problem, but the reality is that that you can still get a good amount of what am I trying to say? Hang on, let me get my bearings here. Oops. So you can get an S in willpower a lot easier than you might actually think, and when you look at it in the spreadsheet there, you can kind of understand that there's not really a whole lot of serious problem with trying to get all the way back up there to an S. It does gate it from maybe about half the blood codes, but on those blood codes you wouldn't even be trying for it anyways. And wow, that cooldown on commit to memory is absolutely ridiculous. So we'll go for a couple of things here for no real reason, and we'll just get as many things going as we can. And again, Tribute of Blood definitely is absolutely crazy. So let's back up here a little bit. Okay, and see, we got all of our ichor back, which is great. Okay, so this fight is going to be pretty simple, just because of the fact of, you know, unlimited ichor basically whenever we want. Okay, well, there goes Mia, but that's fine. It's completely fine because we have poison and we have unlimited ichor. So as you can see there, it's kind of kind of hilarious how this actually operates. And we'll just go for more iCore things. Okay, well, thanks, Mia. So yeah, it kind of makes a little bit of a mockery out of everything, because the idea of iCore and iCore recovery is like so critical and pivotal to this game, that when you remove that altogether and you just are allowed to play however you want, it's pretty amazing, pretty incredible, and it gives you a very, very wide berth to figure out, like, well, what kind of gifts should I get away with, and what kind of different options am I going to have at an S willpower.
For now,
and
just take it easy.
thanks. And again, this idea of Tantalus, this blood code is just completely broken in a lot of ways, because of some of these combinations that we can have here, and also that this being one of the it is the top blood code in the game for as far as like score goes. It's a little bit unfair because everything can be pushed to a B or higher very, very easily. So anyways, this will be fun. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this, because I know I'm already enjoying it a whole lot, just because of the fact of how these gifts are going to interact and everything. And so we'll have to wait and see what happens when we get to a double tribute of blood mixed with supernatural blood. That might be kind of interesting to start watching, of how these two interact. Will the game break? Will it freeze? Will something happen? Who knows? But we'll get there, and we'll go through all of this, and hopefully we get Queen's Blood at the end of the game this time, because we got Queen's Brain last time, and so this time we hopefully will get Queen's Blood. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for another strange, odd build. You'll notice that these won't be in the description, which is why I will leave them on the screen either at the beginning or at the end here, so you can copy them down if you are doing the transfusion mod, and that will be in the description for you guys to pick that up if you're on PC. So anyways, hopefully you guys are having a lot of fun with this mod along with me. And if you aren't using it, I recommend picking it up. It's pretty cool to see how these new gifts change some of your old playstyles and some of the old builds even that we've been playing through on the road to 100. So anyways, well done to Moonling and the mod team there, and how they put this together. It would be amazing if they would do a couple more, but you know, like health return on poison. That would be pretty cool. Some of these other things might be very interesting, to say the least. And so there's some pretty cool ideas out there. Maybe they can do some more. But if not, hats off to you guys for putting all this together. So anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.